Hi everyone, my name is Marilene Quintana. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and director of operations at eVisa Immigration. And in today's video, we are going to talk about studying in Canada over 30 years old. 5 mistakes you need to avoid. But before we begin, please subscribe to our channel, click on the little bell right below so you can receive notifications of new weekly videos, and please feel free to leave us a comment. A person over 30 years old may or may not qualify to apply for immigration straight from their home country. So if your intention is to immigrate to Canada, it is very important to first discuss your options with an immigration consultant so we can review your eligibility, discuss your options, and confirm whether or not you can apply directly from home. If you are not qualified to apply directly from home or you want to come to Canada sooner, studying in Canada may be a very good option for you. Yet, if your intention is to immigrate to Canada after studying in Canada, it is very important for you to decide well what's the institution, what's the program, and what's the province of destination. By the time most people are 30 years old, you may already have finished your college, university, or even post-graduation degrees or diplomas. You may have already a stable career by having already accumulated some working experience, and also you may already have a spouse and children. So all these factors are going to weigh in your strategy, in your planning to study in Canada. How are you investing in your career? How long ago did you graduate? How is your past work experiences? These questions are very important so we can discuss and determine what's the best institution and program of studies for you to have a better chance of succeeding in your study and immigration plan to Canada. It is also important to say that according to your program of choice, you may have additional points added to your immigration application. First, how to study in Canada then. The first step is to choose the institution, the program, and the intake that you are going to apply for. We recommend choosing a program of studies that matches your career pathway, and also that you consider the proper time that's required for the application and processing of your acceptance, application and processing of your visa application, and also enough time for you to, once you have the visa approved, to prepare your move to Canada. You also must choose a program of studies which is appropriate according to your budget. So let's talk now about the 5 things to avoid when planning to study in Canada over 30. Item number 1, changing your professional area. We understand that you probably already have some years of experience in your area of occupation, and it is very important for you not to change that and choose a program of studies that will match your career prospects and also can demonstrate that this program of studies are going to bring additional value to your career. For example, you must choose a program of studies that represents an upgrade in your career or an area of specialization. You need to remember that in your visa application, you need to convince the officer that these skills and knowledges that you acquire in Canada will add knowledge to boost your career back home. Item number 2, adding a sponsor to your visa application. Because you probably already graduated and have already some years of experience, it is very important that you add funds under your own name. You can still add a sponsor to your application to reinforce and add additional funds to your study plan, but it is very important that you, the student, add funds under your own name to show that you have the means and intention to pay for studies while in Canada. That's because by 30 years old, you are expected to be, at least somehow, financially independent. Item number 3, not being sure that you are ready to start your academic life again. Coming to Canada as a student, usually it is an option. You choose to study in Canada to enhance your education and career. But sometimes people also choose to study in Canada as a means to be in Canada and find new pathways to immigrate to Canada upon graduation. Understanding your goals, it is very important to decide what type of college or university you want to apply. The one that's harder but you actually aggregate more value and knowledge, or the one that's a little bit more easygoing, so you have more time to adapt while studying in Canada. Depending on how many years ago you last studied in your life, it may also be harder for you to adapt to this new routine, which will demand a lot from you in terms of homework, in terms of dedication, in terms of reading and researching. So it is very important for you to know that this commitment is very important. I also would like to mention that if a person comes as a student in Canada and do not go to classes, do not perform well, and cannot pass their courses, they may have their study permit revoked because a student has an obligation to actively pursue their program of studies. So bear in mind that it's very important for you to be ready to dedicate yourselves to the studies according to your goals. Item number 4, taking the need of good English or French skills for granted. As important as making sure that you are ready to go back to school, it is important to consider that English or French is not your first language. If English or French are not your first language, it is important to accept that it is going to be a little bit harder for you to adapt and to understand everything you need to do when studying in Canada. In order to present your ideas, in order to prepare your homework, you are required to work harder in order to make it happen. So be sure you are ready and committed to your goals to study in Canada. Even though it's challenging, it's a very rewarding experience. Item number 5, not taking into consideration your spouse and children needs. Depending on your program of studies and also the institution that you choose to study, your spouse may or may not have the authorization to work in Canada. Also, depending on the program of studies, institution, and province that you choose to study, your children may or may not have eligibility to study for free in Canada, and your children may or may not have access to the medical service plan of that province. Also, if your spouse is coming with you to work, it is very important to consider the career options available in the province of choice and also the immigration programs that are going to be available in case he or she is able to transition to permanent residency while you are studying. So as you can see, there is a lot of variables that have to be taken into consideration in order for you to do the best planning possible to increase the chances of success of your immigration plan to Canada. So make sure that you talk to the right professional to make sure that all these bases are covered. Here at eVisa Immigration, we have all the tools and means to make everything that you need to make Canada your home. We can start with a consultation to plan what are the best ways for you and your family to come to Canada, and if your plan it is through a program of studies, we also have the education department that can help you through the entire process and assist you in choosing the school, the program that will cover all the elements to make your plan a success. Our contact information is down below in this video. So that's all for today. I hope you guys liked this video. If so, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and feel free to leave us a comment right below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.